if that helps.
Yeah, that sometimes has been known to help.
See, this is why I've missed you so much, Maz, because there's no one to tell me. They didn't say to me, yeah. Joker, do you realise you've not
Joker,
pushed the
your
button?
mic's not on.
Yeah. You're having a great deal of fun in the studio, but no one else can hear it.
Yeah. Private jokes abound.
Yeah. Good evening, Twitch, who we've just got on to because we weren't there a minute ago. So, hey, if you're watching, I am not a gamer, and I am not playing a computer game under any shape or form, although I can pretend to if you like. I mean, that's...
Well, actually, you're kind of new to the VR aspect of the gaming system, VR. So that could be interesting. Yeah. And I did have an idea, maybe like to switch up the radio or something like that we could play a game online together, kind of like to... You know, to make it more amusing and visual for the people.
That would be cool.
But it would be, but, you know, shit, VR headset and, you know, playing snooker and stuff like that, that's way ahead of my means.
I've got to say, PC-wise is way ahead of my means as well. But certainly the PlayStation thing is been pretty good, actually. I was saying to you off there, the communication, not realizing that you can actually communicate with other human beings whilst playing a game, which must remember my microphone is on. There's no clever buttons like in the studio. You're either on,
yeah. So no talking shit about your opponent. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What an asshole! What you say?
Yeah. But then, you know, to be fair, most of them are 12, so I've got a lot more insults in my armory. And also, let's be fair, I've known you for a while, so I've got even more insults these days, so...
Yeah, right. The old cranky dude.
Yeah, what would Maz say in a situation like this? Okay.
Bite me.
Yeah, bite you, bite me. By the way, I know your mother intimately.
Pretty awesome components, to be honest.
It would be cool. I mean, also, I do like the idea of doing having a 3D camera rather than just the you know, the actual 2-camera setup that I have at the moment. Hello, by the way, if you're watching on video right now. And actually having, you know, the 360 thing. I kind of like that. I like the idea of being able to look around other people's studios and go, hey, why is there bubblegum over there?
I told you that a while ago, that, well, a couple of years ago, that would be absolutely wicked to put in your studio. Would be a camera that somebody could, like, do remote control, so they could like turn around and look at your albums and the awesome speakers in the back and all that stuff. I
mean, what I might do is see if I can get one of those sort of embedded into the ceiling, so when I look up, you know, and it's like, there I am.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be cool. It would be cool.
Yep.
What's going on in Twitter these days? You been on Twitter recently?
Not really. I haven't been much on the internet, to be honest. It's kind of like
it's bored you now.
Experience boredom for me.
Yeah, you've gone, oh, the internet, it bores me now. I'm such a guru. I know everything I need to know about the internet. I know about bitcoins and the dark web, so why would I bother going on? Sod you, Google.
It's not worth it.
In other news, Facebook.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And also really shitty computers, so you can't do that much or play any cool games, so it's like,
No, I gotta admit, one of mine these days, I looked at the other day, and it's like, you know, the specifications is only like 10 years old, but it's like, what? How is it even working?
Yeah.
Benny Benissi and Public Enemy in the background. We also had a bit of Snooker Boys and Spoil Me. I've not heard from my very good friend from Snooker Boys for a little while. I might reach out to him as well. I do love his music, so sometimes it's just nice to just sort of have the arsenal of people back in, you know?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I seriously agree with you. And especially if they're like talented and interesting, it makes it just that much better.
Oh yeah, definitely. Rhythm Scholar tweeted on the 8th of December, which was yesterday. He tweeted, "Testing if this is real." I wonder what he tweeted.
Yeah.
Let's have a look right now, live on air.
Is it real?
Sorry, that page doesn't exist. No, it's not real. Yeah, I'll just reply to him. No, it's not. We just checked.
Yeah, it's not real. How do you know?
CopimiRadio.net. Forever.
Forever.
Reply. There we go. Rhythm Scholar will be
I really
absolutely
enjoyed
thrilled.
that bear story, and I've been wondering for a long time about that. That's really funny.
Well, do you know what I was going to do? She didn't mention it. I was going to call her out that she doesn't actually listen to my shows, and she puts me through hell to put them onto her MP3 player for her.
Oh, I'm sure I could imagine, because I had an old man that really didn't know how to do anything with a computer, and it's like, no, it's like email. It's really simple, pops. It's
just think of it as a letter.
You type stuff and you hit a button. I don't understand this shit. It's like there's nothing to really understand. It's easier than you think.
It's people who don't run their email inboxes correctly. It's like an inbox is an inbox. Once it comes in, you do something with it, and then it goes into it gets filed somewhere, deleted, or it gets filed, or you send it to someone else, and then it goes into the outbox. So people who have inboxes full of thousands and thousands of emails, it makes me mad.
Yeah, I don't think my old man even understood the concept of you don't have to lick an envelope and put a stamp on it. I mean, that is just one huge leap for the imagination.
Do you know, years ago, there was this really good radio show, FM radio, back when it was late at night. That's what you used to listen to. There's nothing on TV, you'd be on the radio, and he used to do these wonderful prank calls. I don't remember who the guy was, but I had them recorded because they were so funny. And one of them was that he'd ring up a computer help desk, and he would pretend to be a character. And I must admit, probably some of the things that I do are very similar because it was so good. So he rang up this computer center. And on this computer center, he basically is like, hello, I'm having some trouble with my computer. And the woman on the phone goes, okay, what's the problem, sir? Well, I've made a mistake, and now I can't see anything on my monitor. So it's like, okay, sir, can you talk me through what exactly is the problem? He said, well, I made a spelling mistake, so I've corrected it, or at least I've tried to, and now I can't see anything. So she would talk him through all the things that you would expect. Have you done this? Have you pushed that? Press this. If you go to the start menu. And I know I can't see any of that. Is your monitor switched on, sir? Oh yes, there's a little green light on the monitor. Well, what exactly did you do when you corrected it? Well, I took the Tipex and then I painted it onto the screen. And then in my best biro, I then wrote on what I wanted it to say. And at this point, it goes. One of the other ones, which was equally as good, right? So basically, this guy on the end of the phone was trying to get it to work out what was happening, and in the end, it said, "Sir, what I suggest you do is that you get your PC. I suggest that what you do is that you'll put it back into the box, take it back to the shop that you've got it from, and tell them that you're too stupid to own a computer."
Own a computer, yes.
Boom.
Yeah, I know people like that. I think you should have a certain minimum knowledge to be able to buy a certain quality of computer, and all the people who don't know anything get these super hot rodded fucking computers, and I cry. I'm like, oh my god, if I had one of those, you know what I would be able to do? And they're like, what? I just, for the cards, it bounced faster when I.
Exactly.
You're getting fucking solid there.
If you can't do certain things, you shouldn't be allowed to have a machine.
That's what I say. You should have a license to be licensed to have a good computer.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
I've just remembered to actually change the banner on the video. If you're watching on the video this evening, you'll now see that amazingly it says DJ Joker and Mazanga Von Batman. It's almost like it was planned that at some point I might be talking to Maz.
Almost like.
Yeah. I mean, I almost deleted it, but I thought, well, I'll give him another 30 days and see if he gets in touch.
And then we come take his car away.
Yeah. I should share with the people, obviously, because the world of internet can be a little bit extremely difficult to get hold of people when you live on two different separate parts of the world. And so I started telling my own jokes on Maz's profile to see if he'd notice, and he didn't. But one of my favourites was...
Immediately I didn't, but I did.
Yeah. My favourite one personally was Knock Knock, who's there? Not Maz. That was quite good. And then Maz's favourite is why did the chicken cross the road? To see if Maz was there, and then he wasn't. And then and then kind of upset emoji face as you do.
Yes.
So, but luckily, look, it's not me doing the voice. It's literally Maz is with me right now. So, hooray!
I'm right with you right now.
Yay! See, it's all good. It's all good in the world of the internet.
Yes.
So, over on copyradio.net in the chat box there, I've been having lots of fun. our kind of regular listener who likes to jump on every now and again, gave up in the end. But I didn't. Over the space of 4 weeks, I was able to leave myself a message, which was quite good. It just goes to show you that the interaction on the live page is not what we expected it to be. Let's be honest.
No. Well, I could also say that we're going out on so many different channels that it's kind of it's just one more place.
It's like, just stick with one. Just stick with one.
I wish the internet made it that easy. You know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, absolutely. Because I'm sure that Facebook right now, that Sony is telling me that they're claiming my video. I had a notification only in the last 24 hours that Sony Music SME claimed your video because it may contain music they own. I wouldn't have minded, but I actually popped into the video to see which one it was.
Yeah.
And it's a video from, like, I don't know, 2 bloody years ago.
Yeah.
It's like, what is there? They've literally got some poor munchkin of a man stuck in a dark room somewhere going, go and find us videos that may contain our music.
I am the wizard. I see naked bald legs in the back of that curtain.
That may contain our music. I'll flag that and I'll take a look later. And then about 2 days later, you get another one saying Sony has released its claim on your video. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
What? I don't get it.
They do that to depress you. I'm telling you, they have absolutely nobody has any right to do that for 30 seconds of anything.
No.
And they're just, Facebook lets them abuse the system and whatever, man. What you gonna do?
I mean, copyright law's complicated enough without actually having some poor guy sitting there and going, click.
I'll be an asshole today. Oh, that's that Joker fellow who thinks he's amusing.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, he played some music of ours. I bet he did it then 2 years ago.
Right. They go by date. Oh, 1 year ago this day.
That's crazy, crazy stuff. But there you go. That's the world of the internet these days, isn't it? So what can you do?
You could pay a lot of money to have it change, but that's not the point of the internet now, is it?
See, what I want to do, I'm going to look into the camera and say this lovingly now. What I want to do is do this legitimately, Radioland.
Yes.
Come on.
With proper equipment.
Yeah, I mean,
in a proper studio.
In a proper studio, not something I've put together. Not to say my studio is frigging awesome, because of course it is. But
it is awesome. Shit, I'd take one. But if you hit me with one of your studios, I would not say no.
No, precisely, you wouldn't, would you? But wouldn't it be nice if it was a real super duper 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 type studio?
Absolutely.
With all the bells and whistles.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
But that's just me being, I don't know, needy and wanting, I suppose.
Wishful. We'll call it wishful, because you're far from needy or wanting.
So, guess what? Guess what's happening soon?
Birthday?
No, had that. It's Christmas.
Right, you did have that.
It's Christmas.
Yeah, and New Year's too.
Yeah, the birth of Jeebus.
Jeebus.
Yeah. although
baby Jesus.
Yeah, I did watch something the other day where they were talking about Jesus. It was one of these evangelical type preachers, and he's saying, and Jesus says to you, and Jesus does that, and you gotta find Jesus, and Jesus, and that's after a while. But my brain started to work, as it does, and it went.
Yes.
I don't hear Jesus anymore. Now I hear him saying cheeses.
Cheeses, yes, it happens to me. Cheeses, we gotta find the cheeses. Yes, and the mice eat the cheeses.
The cheeses are in you. You've got to find cheeses in you.
The fondue is in you.
Oh dear. So I can't listen to anything now where they mention the baby Jesus without hearing baby cheeses.
Baby cheeses, yes.
And all I think is Baby Bell cheese. Then I don't know if you're familiar with Baby Bell cheese. I'm sure, but the little round
I remember
ones.
A couple of years ago we had a joke like that we were shuttling around with the cheeses and the Jesus also. It's all the time. About once a year this season, the cheeses start to infect the mind.
Was it sweet cheese? Sweet cheese are made of these. Sweet dreams are made of these.
Yes, something like that.
Who am I to disagree?
Yeah, you go off on the cheeses every now and again, and I think it's because of the Christmas.
Yeah, it is. We're in the season of baby cheeses.
Jesus.
When cheeses was born in a barn. I mean, come on. I mean, cheese does come from a cow, which is made from milk, which comes from a barn. I mean, it's not that much of a stretch, really, is it?
Not at all, not at all. But the North Star, I don't understand. Oh yeah, North Star cheeses.
North Star cheeses. I bet there is a brand. I bet if we Google it right now, we will find North Star cheeses. Shall we see? Let's just see, just out of our own morbid curiosity, if that's a thing.
Our Christmas special is
North Star Chessington? No. Chessington Quiz? No. North Star Cheesecake Factory? Or
close enough.
Cheese from North Star Homestead Farms?
That's good, and the three old men run the place.
Well, do you know what? I've got to say, I've just stumbled upon some gold. I've just stumbled on some gold. Oh my god.
My little leprechaun helped me.
Oh no! This is. I mean, you're not going to believe this. This is true. These are real things. Bear with me just a second.
Please enlighten us.
I need to find. If that's just worked, you may be able to hear music, Maz. Hopefully you can.
A little bit.
Okay. So, oh my god, I've just got to find something now. What should we do? Epic music, I think. I think this deserves epic music.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Epic music. Best dramatic. Yeah, that's that one there.
There we go.
So, music. Hopefully this is one of those where you are already on board with us. You know that why we are here. Because December is the month of baby cheeses.
You're going to kill me every time you say that now.
Oh, dear. Well, get this right. So we were wondering whether or not, something with the North Star, the Star of Bethlehem, which basically guided the three wise men into the barn to find baby Jesus, which also could be baby cheeses.
Absolutely.
So we have found North Star Homestead Farms. North Star. I kid you not, their logo is a little barn with a star over the top of it. And then it says North Star Homestead Barns. I mean, you couldn't make this up.
But why would you? God bless you, internet.
Yeah, there's just no need to. However, oh my god. I only read the first line and already I'm excited about this website. So, it's first of all, it says, know your farmer, love your food, which I think when I say it, did you hear the Bristolian accent? Know your farmer.
Yeah, yes.
Arr.
The dogs are out.
Yeah. Know your farmer, love your food. And then it's they've got the Farmstead Creamery and Cafe. That's right, Creamery and Cafe, because we all have a good creamery, don't we? And it actually says, this is the opening line on their website. It says, Farmstead cheese is on the horizon. I mean, it's dramatic as hell. It's North Star Homestead Farms have got somebody's writing for them who is a genius. Let's go to the first paragraph, okay? Now, first of all, we need to familiarise ourselves with the people involved here. So, somebody called Cara, okay? So, good evening, Cara. If you're listening, you're probably not, because we've never met, and this website is probably nowhere near my part of the world at all. Where are they? We'll find out in a second. Okay, so it's been one of Cara's dreams to make delicious artisan sheep's milk cheeses, especially fresh and soft cheeses from our milk. On this journey of cheese, she's apprenticed at other sheep dairy farms, taking classes and workshops, toured dairies of all sizes, attended conferences, and made experimental batches.
Wow.
Now, if that's not enough, right? The next part here.
I want to hear about the three old men.
Well, I don't know, but there's a picture with some women in there, and some of those are older, so I don't know. Maybe that counts.
They made their men old close enough.
Sheep's milk works wonderfully for cheese. I never knew that. There you go. I've learned something today. Because it is nutrient dense, more of the milk becomes cheese, and there is significantly less whey generated in the cheese milking process than when using cow's milk. It also has completely different lactose chains. So folks who are sensitive to cow's milk can still enjoy it.
Wow.
Now, they're in Wisconsin, by the way. I don't know if you're anywhere.
Cheeseland.
Yeah. Is that where Cheeseland is in US of A?
Yeah, yeah.
If you're going to make cheese, you got to do it in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin,
You hear
yes.
me? Okay. Making cheese is highly regulated in the dairy state. Becoming a cheesemaker often takes 3 to 5 years and involves coursework, tests, and study under other licensed cheesemakers. Oh, I see. So it's a bit of a cheesemaker gang. If you're on the inner circle of the cheese-making world,
then you can make cheese.
you're okay. But if they don't like your face, if you don't fit in, if you don't know about the density of sheep's milk to cow's milk and the fact that more of the whey turns to cheese, then you're out. Out, I tell you. During this process, because we have a licensed dairy, experimental batches of cheese are possible under direction of another cheesemaker. How many
cheese mafia?
How many cheesemakers does it take to make cheese? I mean,
cheese.
Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
So far, we have successfully produced ricotta, which now appears on our wood-fired pizzas. More great cheese is to come, so stay tuned on our journey for the love of cheese. Now, come on. I mean, seriously, we love you guys.
Do better than that, but do you need a license to make pizzas with 3 years of learning? Because, you know, not all pizzas are made the same.
You know, that's a very valid point, isn't it, really? Very pleasant. Let's have a look then. So let's, they've got gelato, seasonal flavors. They've got the dairy, our dairy plant. Meet the sheep. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Meet the
sheep. Utterly delightful.
Meet some of our dairy ewes. Why we chose sheep? Well, because they're sheep. I mean, I don't... Oh my god, you couldn't make this up. Bear with me whilst I change music.
What, they have their sheep in bikinis?
Why we choose sheep? Sheep are smaller than cows, Baz.
It took them 3 years to figure that out, or is that like an extra course you have to do to spot the difference?
Yeah, smaller than cows, sheep are easier to handle on our woman-powered farm. How'd you get a farm that's woman-powered?
Like saying that women are feeble?
No. I mean, I'm sure
women are incapable of handling cows. I mean, they're putting women down with that one.
I don't know. When you put them into the furnace, I'm sure that they burn just as well as men.
Just as, yeah.
Sheep are renowned, Maz, for giving 3 gifts to people. You can make it up. Do you remember why we got on this website? Do you remember why we got on this website?
Yes, we were looking for the Trinity.
Yep, here's the Trinity for you, the Holy Trinity, okay? Sheep are renowned for giving 3 gifts to people. No, it's not frankincense, myrrh, and whatever the other one was, because I've gone out of my head.
Prayers to Satan, I think it was.
No. It was gold, frankincense, and more. There you go. No. Sheep are known for giving gifts to the people, so they could be the wise men here. Meat, milk, and wool.
Close enough.
Their lighter weight and smaller feet are kinder to soils. I mean, I had no idea that the impact of soil was a problem in the whole cheese making process. Did you?
Yeah, I guess you learned that over apprenticeship for 3 years, getting your license.
I guess so. And their milk results in higher product yields. So they actually make more milk than cows.
Yes, as we learned beforehand, the less, more whey, less whatever. Yeah, interesting.
I wonder if there's a summer school for this. I might sign up. This could be a new career direction for me.
I can't wait till summer now.
Oh, do you know what? There's a story as well. There's a story. All right, let's change music again to this. The story behind our first sheep. Our flock began as 2 sheep, Sweet, a ewe, and Heart, a wether. Our first year lambing was quite an adventure, with triplets. I'm sorry. 3 again. 3. Okay.
3. Yeah. Tragedy time.
Yeah. Our fondest remembered ewe was Alderweiss, whose mother rejected her.
Oh.
The perky little lamb lived in a cardboard box in our house.
In the middle of the road, woke up a half an hour before she had to go to work. Ate a handful of gravel in the morning.
Her genetics served as the seed stock for quite a good portion of our current flock. Muffet and Tuffet, Dorset ewes, were also quite a pair with a unique personalities and great mothering characteristics. Our closed flock is grown from these foundations. But that's not all. Sheep for fleece too. Wool is an incredible and wonderful fibre that sheep naturally grow to stay warm. But in the springtime, it's time for that heavy coat to come off. Hang on. In springtime, it's time for that heavy coat to come off.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, James.
Why don't you take off that heavy coat? We now send all our fleeces to woman-owned woolen mills for processing into yarn and roving. Roving? I'm gonna have to search that word. I don't know what that is.
It's a process in the wool production of getting the fibers, if I'm not mistaken, to point the same way. Sorry for that little bit of Wikimazia.
Incredible as always. Lustrous, springy and cozy, these yarns carry with them part of our farm story too. During lambing season, we run cameras in the barn to watch the pregnant ewes in order not to miss a birth. You can watch them too at barncams.com.
Holy Jesus! I wonder whenever Christmas is, if they're gonna have a birth, if they're gonna call it Jesus or cheeses.
Oh dear! Oh, by the meat, the milk, and the wool,
and the women.
Oh, brilliant! Absolutely. You can also watch our Facebook page. Do you know what? I'm going to. No, their Facebook page isn't available. Oh no, that's really sad because I was really
warning sheep porn ahead.
What do we got next then? Livestock for sale? No, unfortunately, no, there isn't. No, let's just leave that alone straight away. Livestock for sale though. You could buy your own quality breeding stock for your farm. Who doesn't love a bit of quality breeding stock? Whether you're just getting started with your livestock or want to augment your existing herd, our flock, North Star Homestead Farms, offers quality, unique genetics and breeds raised with care and given a great start. And there is a really cool picture of a little baby lamb.
Little halo with wings.
Yeah, seriously. It's number 428 on the earring there.
On the pick 'em for dinner chart.
Yeah, and they've also got some Kunakun pigs, which are quite cool as well. Made famous by their appearance in The Hobbit, apparently. Apparently nobody knew what they were until then. I find that hard to believe. Pig. Yes, I don't believe you, actually. So yeah, if you're interested in this, the website is northstarhomestead.com/livestock is where I am at the moment. You couldn't make this up, could you? They make their own cheese from their own livestock. They're powered by women, and they're all about cheeses.
Jesus.
Oh, brilliant. There we go. There's a segue for you to mess around with.
Always a nice journey with you, DJ Joker.
Yeah, how the hell did we get here? Oh my God!
You started Baby Jesus, and I was like, "Yeah, all right, let's go."
There's actually
Star Farms.
A picture of their barn in Wisconsin, the cheese state, I believe, and it's literally got a picture of a star on the side of it. I mean, you know, the branding is incredible. And there's a wide shot there, and I can see 3 camels going towards it. And no, I can't. I'm making that up, obviously. Oh, dear.
People's front of Judea.
Oh no, we're the Judean people's front. Fuck off.
There you go.
Oh, brilliant. So, yeah, music is playing in the background. We're going to come out of the world of whatever that was, some sort of background music that I like to play from time to time. And we shall play Coming Home by Desh Berlin featuring Bo Bruce. What have we got going on at the moment? Cyberpunk. Cypherpunk even shared Kopimi Radio's post on Facebook. So Cypherpunk, thank you very much for sharing our post. don't know what you were sharing it for. You're probably saying, "Don't watch this," which is also the name of a show on Netflix. It's called "Don't Watch This." I watched the preview, and I can also confirm. Please don't watch it. No, it looked like total. Honestly,
save me from watching the preview.
Yes. Yes. Whilst we're talking about, heaven-related things, what the hell happened to Preacher? It kind of just stopped, and I'm kind of like very upset that it hasn't got another season going on or something.
I don't know, to be honest, because it's generally like that. It's like it's all of a sudden, and boom, the season's over. You're like, damn.
It got really good, really good. I mean, on your recommendation, I watched it, and I was like, wow, this is brilliant. Season 2 went even better. It got better and better and better, and I was like, oh, brilliant. And then it just kind of ended, and I was like, oh.
This is the way of the show, and then in another couple of months, it'll pop up again. You'll be like, all right, yes.
But the guy who plays Jesse Custer as Dominic Cooper is actually in another show at the moment. It's kind of, there's only so many acting hours in the day, and it's like, guy, I don't know how much they're paying you, but you need to just stop doing that and do this instead, because this is your role. I mean, he is technically Tony Stark's dad in Iron Man, in the original Captain America film. And you're like, okay, fine, but actually, do you know what? No, this is your role. Go back and do this again, please.
Yeah. I think there's a pretty awesome crew of typecasted actors that do really, really good job.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I mean, Joseph Gilgan as Cassidy. Playing the vampire is just like the best casting for a vampire ever. I love my vampire lore, and he is perfect.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
And when he met his son, who was like 50 years older than him.
Yeah.
But
again, I like the way they make you like, who the hell is that dude? For a couple of and they run it, and oh, Dad, damn. Now I get it. Yeah, no, very, very crazy stuff. So happy cheeses to everyone, basically. So what did we do the other week? So when we were on the chat box, I managed to get 3 in a row between October the 28th and Sunday, November the 11th, where I managed to get a 3-sentence run on the chat box because nobody else put anything in until Picky came on board on December the 1st and was going, hello, 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 and nobody was answering because, of course, nobody was there. And then Jossie put up a message as well, and said that he loves us, and so do Tam and Sky, which is always nice. It's always nice to be loved. Never stop doing what you are doing. We are always here. We don't care about shout-outs or anything. We just want to keep you online with us. And a little kiss as well, just like that. One of those. Aww. Yeah. So, big shout out to all the people out there. And absolutely. Stick with Kopimi Radio. You know. Things will happen. What are you doing? What are you doing on New Year's? Are you doing a 19.5-hour bloody Mazathon? Yeah, I don't really know, because I might have plans with the female to do a weekend after all these years of being with the woman. Her kids bought her a birthday present, so I thought maybe I'd enjoy the January. But I might still try and get online and do a little bit of music, maybe. Yeah, okay. Haven't figured that one out yet. I was gonna say, making it all fit together is the biggest challenge when you're an online radio DJ. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. We want to do lots and lots and lots, but people keep asking us to do things in the real world, which is damned inconvenient sometimes. Yes, I understand, and you're a lot better about doing your real-world things than I am. Because I'll tell you, 4 years did miss one freaking show twice a week. You know what I'm saying? No, definitely. It's one of these where, like I said, legitimately, if you want to employ me legitimately, please get in touch. Real DJ Joker on Facebook or Twitter is probably Mazanga to come with along. Yeah, and we'll do some kind of international hookup or something. We'll make that work. That'd be pretty cool, I think. Making shit happen. Yes, or making shit happen.
Oh dear.
One of the many punctuation-oriented jokes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. We do love a good bit of punctuation.
Oh yeah, we do.
And big shout out to all the grammar Nazis out there, or grandma Nazis.
Grandma. Hi.
Whatever that is. I don't know.
As long as it's not 3:30 on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That must have been a really good, well, you know, like a celebratory kind of goodbye with humor, and I enjoy that. I'm like thinking about that, yeah.
No, it's crazy stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So the other good thing about Christmas, not just talking about baby cheeses, of course, is the food. And already there is talk of buying the annual huge frigging chocolate gatto that I will have one slice of, and then the rest stays in the freezer for the rest of the year. I was actually surprised to learn that we didn't still have part of the gatto still in the freezer. It was one of these things that I absolutely love, but in my household not everyone does. Everyone has like tiny bits, whereas I would eat the whole thing if I could get away with it.
Slowly over the year, the cake disappeared.
Yes. But if you remember, that's one of the reasons why I put on so much weight a couple of years ago, and had to diet heavily to try and get back to some level of being a human being again, instead of a gatto munching monster.
Gatto munching DJ. DJ Nam.
So so we've gone for the 1.9 kilo version, which 1.9 kilo of chocolate
it's
cake.
A diet. It's not the 3 kilo.
and I've literally then will have to have this in my house, where I have to say no, just a small piece for me. It's not a good idea, really, is it? And that's the trouble with Christmas. It's all about overindulgence. And what was the thing? What was the conversation earlier? Should we get hold of a 3-bird roast? Yeah, all right then. I mean, literally,
sure.
That conversation there. That's literally how long it took me to put up any type of fight whatsoever.
Resistance will be futile.
It's a bit like when I say to myself, I'm not going to drink this week. I'm not going to drink any alcohol at all. And then I'll be away with work, and with work you get a free meal. Because they have to look after you when you stay away, and basically it's like we get a meal allowance, an allowance of money to pay for a meal. For that meal, you are allowed to have an alcoholic beverage with the meal. So I literally will walk up, and they'll say, okay, so I can choose from. Here's the choices. Okay, so I can have a lager, a bitter, a cider. I can have one of the fruit juices. I can have a coffee. I need a type of coffee.
Or 3 whiskies in Scotland.
And literally, I went. I'm not going to drink. 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 What would you like to eat, sir? Well, I'll have the steak, because hey, it's on the company. You have a steak on the company, don't you? And so that's all well and good. And then it's like, right, okay, so I'll have a steak on the company. And what do you want to drink, sir? And my brain is going water. And my mouth says, pint of cider, please. And it's like my mouth has its own mind. Yeah, it's like there's a secondary brain just under my nose that controls my mouth. Has nothing to do with my brain at all. And then it's like, would you like to see the dessert menu, sir? Now, my brain is going, no. Mouth goes, yes, please. In fact, I don't even need to see it. Please bring me your finest chocolate brownie sundae with extra chocolate sauce. Is actually what my mouth says. I mean, if someone can explain this,
desserts, good management. Yeah.
It's just one of those things. And even if I didn't go for that, then it's like why not have something lighter, which basically is a dessert with a coffee. I mean, I don't even see how that's lighter, Oh dear. So so on that basis, that's why this time of year is one of those where I've got to try and keep myself in check. And of course, it's no good because people bring stuff into work for you. So people bring in like big tins of chocolate.
You poor man.
We have things like Quality Streets in the UK, Maz. I don't even have things like Quality Streets or Heroes or Celebrations.
I know those kind of chocolates and the Cadbury stuff that you like so much.
Yeah.
And Easter and yes, that's familiar.
It's that kind of thing. So of course they come into the office and everybody then has to share them, and then people are, and you always get more posh biscuits this time of year. Usually there's a packet of digestives kicking around the office, but this time of year, if somebody brings in the Fox's Deluxe Chocolate Collection, and you're like, think
It's
I know
that time of season.
I know I shouldn't, but I think I will take the white chocolate ring. Thank you very much.
3 of them.
Yes. And so so it gets really, really bad, and I don't know how I'm going to survive the next 2 weeks, to be honest with you, because that's literally how long it is before it's Christmas, everyone, in case you're under any illusion whatsoever what time of year it is.
It's very interesting that you put so much thought into this, but I would say the basic thing is, as soon as you think about it and you say that, oh, I should say no, you're setting yourself up to fail. Instead of saying, you know what, I'll enjoy this, and like, all right, we got to do a little bit more work at the gym tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I've been working very hard at the gym recently, though. Really hard. More so than usual, and I think it's because I've already started to fall into that trap of, well, if I have these 3 chocolate biscuits and that fondue, as long as I do 3 extra push-ups, that should just about equal it out. Yeah. It's like, how many calories are actually in one of those? 3,000. Shit.
I can burn that off in another 20 minutes. Screw that.
I'll just lie here on the floor a little while longer, and hopefully that will count.
Passive digestion.
Oh dear. Actually, I've got to say, shout out to the Mad Viking, who is, in essence, the local gym instructor. I go to a couple of classes of his. And this week he decided to do a Christmas-themed playlist. So we're doing kettlebell workouts to Christmas-themed music. And he came up with this move, which he was described to us as the ho ho ho, which basically involved doing lots of jumping around whilst holding a weight and saying ho ho ho. And my knees the following day were saying no, no, no.
No, 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 yes.
So I went back on the Saturday. This was a Thursday session. Went back on the Saturday and I said, we're not going to be doing those again, are we? Because my knees, they're saying no.
Oh, yes. These knees are older than your knees.
Well, it's what it was. They used to say, it's when I was younger, my knees used to be described as left and right. Now they're described as the good one and the bad one.
The bad one, yes. I have 2 of those.
Yes.
I have the bad one and the worst one. Just both miserable.
But my current knee problem, I can trace back to laying laminate flooring. I think I've spoke to you about this before.
Yeah. Dude, the knee work is... I was always trying to be very careful because I knew that I trashed the rest of my body. Doing other crazy jobs, concrete work and stuff like that, back problems, knee problems. It's, yep.
It's
I always tell
thing.
Junior he has to be careful with what he has because that shit wears out, man.
Hearing in particular, one of the guys I work with is almost stone deaf these days, and because when he was a young man, he was invincible, of course.
We all were, yes.
Never wore ear protection, and he's paying for that in a big way now. Which is sad, but he knows that's why he is where he is at the moment. So
yeah, I do know. Hearing protection is always very important, especially with a lot of shooting and explosives. But still, there is damage, and yeah, both my ears, like one works and one works not so works. I wish I had more left side on my stereo.
Yeah, it's when you put the earphones on and you start creeping the balance to one side or the other. Thinking, my earphones aren't very good. It's not your earphones.
One of my earphones is all messed up, and I don't know why.
Actually, this won't work for you, but I can actually I can like make people think that they've got problems just by a quick flick.
Put the echo chamber with the water. Oh,
there we go.
My ears are leaking.
So if you're listening through your headphones right now, you're probably having a bit of a problem. I'll just move to the other side of the room and just move over to here. And now you can hear me on this side of the room. And that way you'll know both your ears are working. If you weren't able to just hear me, basically you may be deaf in one of your ears.
Yeah, exactly.
What I'll do, let me just count that down for you so you can work out which one. So it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2... Yes, there we go.
Yeah, exactly. Just like it. You sound like everybody when I switch the phone over to the other ear. It's like, where'd you go? Shit! I
have this horrible thing. I've actually resorted to using earphones with my phone, which isn't a problem because I can hear everyone. The only problem is the microphones on the headphones are so rubbish. No one can hear me anymore.
Yeah.
So a little bit.
I actually like to use the headphones with the cell phone.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but the microphones with them are just no good at all. Really, really.
Well, I have like a nice beardy beard, so I just like clip the microphone right to my chin, and it's like, yo, it's like you're right there.
The number one reason for having a beard, so you can clip your microphone to it.
Your microphone to it, and the good bits of leftover dinner that you could like hunt for in the middle of the night when you're really hungry.
I've been doing it wrong all these years.
Oh, yeah. Learn from the professionals.
Brilliant. So, Kopimi Radio on Facebook is quite easy to find. It's facebook.com/Kopimi Radio. That's right. That's how easy it is to find us. If you go there, you'll find many, many posts about things which are happening, but also me live right now on the video, because we are on Facebook. And Sony doesn't appear to have jumped in, probably because me and Maz are talking so much bollocks at the moment.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you guys can have that.
Yes.
But also, I've been getting a lot of notifications too in like the middle of the week. I'm like, what? Joker's on again? Like, how's Joker on in the middle of the week? And then, oh, they took away their that it's our show. No, you could use it for advertising revenue. I'm like, jeez, thanks.
Yeah.
You ruined the show, and now what?
You're all so kind. I mean, I love the fact. I mean, there are some comments here actually. We've got. Give a shout out to Older Asperger's Unhinged on Facebook, please. Okay, yeah, so there you go. We've just done that.
One down, yes.
John McKinn's not even mixing. Well, actually, let me put you right, mister. Even though I'm talking right now, I have mixed in every single track in the background, even whilst I'm talking to Maz, because that's how bloody good I am.
Yes, you are.
Dude, not even mixing.
My goodness. If anybody could be meaner, I don't think they could. They're not really paying attention.
Yeah. I mean, what
like the standard at least is.
What do you want?
Yes, talk and mix. Yeah. Yes, we chew gum and walk and don't fall down.
I can also pat my head and rub my belly at the same time, mister.
I can also sneeze and give you the finger at the same time too.
Come on! What are you talking about?
Yeah, sheep. I'm talking about sheep. Jesus and sheep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we're not mixing. We're talking about the baby cheeses, for God's sake.
You even mixed the dramatic music.
Yes, in fact, I played 3 tracks in there, and thanks for noticing, by the way. Yeah.
Well, of course. We always notice. We, the fans who care.
Yes.
Unlike the others.
Hang on, I'm just, Yes, I am. There we go. Let's just pop that in there.
Are you not listening? Do I have to type this to you? You have been warned.
Oh dear. I'll probably be trolled the fuck tomorrow now, won't I?
Yeah, they love you.
Oh dear. Oh, brilliant. So that's the Facebook page with Kopimi Radio and the video feed there. Which is good.
And you said the Anon UK homies were like throwing us on the Facebook and stuff.
Absolutely,
too, so that's pretty awesome. Big shout out to the Anon homies and homettes.
Yeah, Jonathan Martinez shared our live video. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was back on the 26th of May, but
But we get to it now.
Yeah.
It's better than your mom's record.
That's very true, isn't it?
9 months, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 9 months, 2 weeks. You know that brown bear you were talking about?
But we also joked about that she would get it late too, and I can't wait till she hears that one in another 6 months or something.
Yeah. Tune in Christmas 2020 to find out the reaction.
But you gotta love Mom. That's like awesome.
No, it is really cool actually. It was just one of those really funny. And then something else came up in conversation that happened a long time ago, and I reminded her that she also owed me £10 from 1992. And apparently she's not realised I was joking. Has actually offered to pay it back. So I've.
Boy, did she get you?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't need the money, honestly. But bless her. The fact that she's now become a source of material on my show is kind of quite disturbing, really, isn't it?
I love this.
Right, what else we got going on in the world? So, yeah, I saw this earlier. I thought it was quite funny. It was Radio DJ says we're no longer allowed to play this song. But anyway, here's a song by Cardi B telling everyone to eat her ass, which is actually a true song, apparently. So
very nice.
Yes. God is a DJ is an absolute classic according to DJ Mag, and it turns 20 this year, which means I was really, really young when it came out. and so
You're such a liar.
Oh my God.
20 years ago.
It's really quite scary. So I still think that 20 years ago is 1985. You know, I don't know why or what happened, but at some point my internal chronometer basically got stuck.
Yes, it's called old fartitis, and then you start saying, "Oh, when I was a kid, things were better."
Just 1 second.
Like the old people.
Just 1 second. I just want to point this out, just make sure people are getting this. That's right, I'm in a mix right now. Travelling Through Time by Valentine. Up next, Henry Fong and Roltech, and this is a track called Vibrate. That's right, mixing it up. And let me push this button as well, just in case you're wondering.
DJ Selecta.
You're listening to DJ Joker in the mix.
There we go. Okay, so just to prove that is all happening, just because the volume's down low doesn't mean I've stopped working, because it would be easy to put a track on repeat, wouldn't it, in the background? Nobody would know.
We've never done things like that.
No. I mean, that's something that like kind of main radio might do, but not here, mister.
In the big studios, they do that.
Yes. Actually, in the big studios, what they actually do is they actually employ someone to do the mix for them.
Well, you know, I'm just like putting it on the simple terms.
They literally have like, you know, like me talking away, blah, 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 and other people around them pushing buttons and stuff.
And doing stuff, yes.
Yeah. It's just like, no, that's not wrong. That's not right at all.
My car, I drive.
Yes, absolutely. Don't touch my buttons.
We don't need no stinking driver.
We used to have that all the time. Oh, can I mix on your decks, mate? No, you fucking can't. You leave my decks alone.
Exactly. Why? Could I diddle your fucking female? Come on, man. No. Yeah. Some people, huh?
Yeah, some people. So yeah, that's that. I'm over on the Anon UK radio page on Spreaker. We're broadcasting there. What do we got? Nice to hear Maz has showed up alive. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
That's a nice sentiment, isn't it?
Thank you,
yeah.
Whoever said that.
Yeah, it was the Anon UK Radio Network that said that. So.
Oh, thank you, Anon Radio UK Network.
There we are. Yes. They also said "get in," and I replied with "that's what she said."
Now.
Yeah, you've got to love those sorts of things. So yeah, Twitter is good as always. Trey Bay retweeted a tweet that I mentioned which is basically listen to Kopimi Radio at Real DJ Joker. So yeah, that's a good tweet to be involved in, I think.
Nice. Getting a little bit of internet action.
Yes, we do like that. What else? Residence Transmissions follows you. Yes, they do. So what?
Interesting.
Yes. The video you've been waiting for. No, I don't think it is. I do love something.
With sheep or cheeses.
Yeah. Biblical Week in LA. Okay. And Chitin or Shitten or Shaitan. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced. But basically, it's a giant cat. It's like one of those. How do I explain this? It's like.
Explain it to me.
It's a Knockout. Are you familiar with It's a Knockout?
It's a Knockout?
No. So back in the 80s, there used to be this game show called It's a Knockout, and basically part of the game was the people in the game would carry out tasks, but basically was being dressed in large versions of other characters.
Okay.
And basically, they weren't able to see very well out of the costume because this thing was like 18 feet tall. Well,
is this like a takeoff of one of those sadistic Japanese games that they put these people in?
Similar, yes. So basically, with this particular character, which is a cat, the cat basically does things and has millions of views because it is hilarious. I mean, it's like a 10-second clip of them falling over in the cat suit, basically.
Okay.
But it's like, today Shitan goes to the shops and then basically goes to the shops and then falls into the milk or something. I mean, it's that kind of thing, Yeah. Whether it's contrived or not, I couldn't possibly say. But there's a new video up every single day, so you tell me.
That's pretty interesting.
Dear. In fact, what I do let me just pull this one up. If I retweet it, when you jump on Twitter next, you can see that I retweeted it. There I am. Retweet. And then if I do at Mazanga, because that's your Twitter handle, at Mazanga, this is the shit I was telling you about. And we can't catch a break! Exclamation mark. There we go. Ooh. Ooh.
So I will observe that. That sounds like it's pretty funny.
It is, although discard this. Oh, Twitter's playing up on me. Why?
Story of my life.
Why?
Why? That's like one question I don't ask anymore. I don't want the answer. Because it's you.
I just realised if I hit the button too hard to go backwards, it makes a large booming sound on the mic because it's attached to the same desk.
Ah, yes. Sound effects.
Yeah, boom, 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 boom. That's
boom,
me.
boom, boom.
You want to hear me angrily typing?
Oh, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
We had a contest like that once.
Oh, for crying out loud! No, I don't want to block. No, I don't want to block them.
So, what do you think? Are you gonna? What, if I'm not mistaken, like the first comes out at the beginning of the week? Are you gonna be doing anything for the holiday season, or
I will be, but if I do go on air, making this very clear, if I go on air, I will be playing music and talking from my stream. I'm just making sure that that's logged somewhere.
Understood.
So that when you say, no, I didn't think we were doing that, I can say, I've got it bloody online. So we're completely clear.
It's on the internet if Sony didn't take it.
Do you know, whenever I have a long car journey ahead, that's what goes on, because it just makes me laugh, because the first 15 minutes is you kind of playing along with me like I'm mad or something. And then sort of the next 15 minutes is kind of this stark realization that what we both thought was happening is the complete opposite of what was actually happening. And then the rest of the show is just me and you giggling a lot, because obviously we just got the wrong end of the stick.
It's very funny.
There's one moment where I say, I'm playing Lionel Richie, and you go, I've got Pump Up the Jam. It's just the most funniest thing. Oh dear. Anyway,
countries have gone to war over less.
It was just one of those funny things. So, but yes, if we do that, if I say to you, I will do some time. I
understood you as soon as you started.
Yes. I don't want us to be in a situation where we're going, no, I thought you were going to pick up my stream and we talk over what I'm playing. It's like, no, that's not what's happening.
Not a problem.
Yeah. The only in fact, if we do that, what I would like to say is, like, you send me a couple of tracks you want me to play, and I'll do it that way, because then it works for me.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
There we go. Brainstorming session on 9th of December for New Year's Eve or whatever it is.
and something amusing will happen anyway, so it's all good. Yes.
Something's bound to happen, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's bound to happen. I mean, the previous year you were biting everyone. The year after, obviously, you've decided that we were doing it the wrong way round. So who knows?
Never know. That's the whole fun of it.
Yeah, tune in this year for us to make something up as we go along.
Absolutely.
Which would be good. Oh, I've just got a new like to my page.
Wow.
I always like that. So who is liking my page? I'm getting a lot of South American followers at the moment.
Yeah, sometimes the traffic is kind of interesting. You get a bunch of Koreans, and then some Chinese jump on, and then a bunch of Russians.
China like me. There's no doubt there.
Yep.
Yeah, China think I am awesome.
DJ Joker Sauce.
Yeah. Abney Solo. Good evening to you, young man. According to
sir.
According to your profile pic, anyway. He's single, and he's followed by 34 people. And
wow.
He's got a really cool top, actually. I do like that top. It's kind of like, I don't know, scarfy and multicoloured.
Scarfy.
Yeah, it's got a type of scarf that I don't know what type of scarf that is, but it's pretty cool. In fact, that seems to be his MO. That's his look. He loves that scarf.
That's his thing, scarf dude.
Yes. So anyway, Abney Solo, wherever you're from in the world, good evening to you. Excuse me for coughing down the mic then.
Good evening.
So I do like the whole fact because we do have some amazing people. Yeah, Kito Sama, our very good friend Mr. Relaford, has actually liked my page recently as well.
Very nice.
They are doing a show right now about American football, Maz. That much I can tell you. I am aware of this.
Yeah, they started with the sports stuff and stuff like that. I'm not much into sports.
Nor am I. I was kind of hoping they might have a Skype phone-in so I could troll them and say, hey, how you doing? And because it says ring us about football. But of course in the UK, you know what that means.
Yeah, well, you know what? If you would like, I might happen to have his Skype number in my telephone book right now. Just to be evil.
But he and the other guy whose name I always forget is throwing it out there. Well, he was an hour ago anyway.
Actually, you know what? I'm sure they would actually like to hear from you, because that's the kind of funny thing. Like, I don't exist. Oh, what? You're not the English dude? All right, another one.
Oh, we've had one of those where they think that I sound like you and you look like me.
Exactly. No, yeah, no, what? You're not the. No, I don't sound like him. No. DJ Joker is his own entity. He is his own being.
Yeah, no, I mean the guys are live now.
Yeah, I know. I got them on my Skype-a-rooney. Hold on. Let me see if I could send you the contact.
Yeah, I also have a problem.
Oh God, I hate this new Skype. 1 second, let me see. How am I going to do that?
You know, it's funny, by the look of their faces, you'd think they were watching us because they've got this kind of puzzled look on their faces, like, what's going on?
That's generally the look that he has, is like confused. What the fuck is going on? I'm kind of bored. Yeah.
Oh, Cindy, this girl who's a friend of one of my buddies wants to add me as a friend. She is very, very liberal.
How am I gonna get jizz?
Yeah, I struggle.
Oh, you can't even send contacts on this freaking thing.
Oh, that's rubbish. Now I can just about get their
you know what I'm waiting on? A link.
Get their volume in there.
Dude, you know check your messages. Oh, you're gonna be an asshole, then you finally get it.
There you go. Vaping dudes.
There we go. All right,
is that what you've called them?
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, you're the sarcastic one. I'm like, what's sarcastic? You said you call us vaping dudes. I'm like, what? You guys don't vape? I didn't even know who they were.
New Orleans is 18 of 14.
Yeah,
I called them like once after the video, and I talked to them for about a half an hour, and then I hit them up about a month or two later. And I talked to them for a little bit, and again, they're like looking to talk to you. So it's like, all right, what? Joker's asleep right now. He has to be beautiful for tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, that link hasn't come through. It's just literally come across as text. That's really annoying.
Well, that's the name of them. If you put that in the Skype to look for contacts,
okay.
That's the name that they go by Skype.
Oh, okay.
All right, and I'm sure they'll pick up the freaking phone with you right now.
Let's just search. Right. What did you say it called? Bedroom what?
Bedroom radio.
I knew he was gonna do it, dude. He got to that sideline.
Radio. Oh, I have one mutual connection. Gone, that must be you.
Yeah.
Ravens have the #1 defense in the NFL. I'm not gonna lie.
Chiefs defense is
go bash him with some really funny soccer trivia or something like that, and you'll be, oh yeah, football.
To the #1 seed in the AFC.
Is Eric Berry still
I have no idea.
No, he's not playing. He's
I'm ringing away.
They're saving him for the playoffs.
I believe so.
They're talking.
I can hear them in the background. You have the audio on.
He's going to be badass. He's going to change that. We're going to be #1 defense. So like
yeah, no, they're not playing. it's just come back to us. So I tried to add them into the group.
Well, maybe you should dial him up, and when he answers, then you could make the group up or whatever. I'm on the line with you anyway.
Okay. We'll come away from them for a second. I'm gonna make this happen.
I like the mix. Music with the talking was pretty interesting too.
It's almost like I'm a professional.
Yeah, almost. It's like almost. I'm a professional and then some. Goddammit, give me a job.
It may be one of these where they've got to, what's the word I'm looking for? Validate me or something.
Well, he has to like look at his screen, which they're really bad at doing. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
But one of them should have an eye out, unless they're like really busy talking about that and swigging down beers and vaping their brains out. I can never understand that, you know. I was like, what?
I mean, it is literally. I am a human smoke machine.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure that shit ain't really good for you. Oh no, it's only glycol, and then it's
still too early. It's still too early. The doctors of the 50s used to prescribe woodbines as a way to deal with all kinds of things, and now it's like, no, actually that would kill you. So we've decided not to prescribe that anymore.
Yeah. Well, once heroin used to be in almost everything, you know.
This is why there's a problem with the world today. Is not enough heroin in things. That's what the issue is.
Too many drug laws, I'll tell you that for sure. Well, I mean, people are going to do what they want anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like ridiculous.
Yes. No, I hear you. I hear that definitely. There was a thing the other day about making all drugs, class A, etc., legal, but to actually regulate them all. And it's like, do you know what? There is an argument to be had.
I've seen a lot of research done in Switzerland or a couple of countries.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of research done in Amsterdam. Usually,
I always love that research in Amsterdam, man.
the amount of research that I've done in Amsterdam, you wouldn't believe it.
I would. I did a doctorate in Amsterdam once.
I've literally got a PhD in something.
Pretty high, dude. PhD. I left with 3% body fluid. Yeah, man, it was awesome.
Dear. No, well, I'm gonna make this happen with these people if it bloody kills me. Even if I've got to get up at like 2 o'clock in the morning one day just to do a bloody stupid show.
That's kind of crazy for you. I mean, but I mean, if you could try and hit them up a couple of times now, or send them a note on their page. It's like, yo, this is DJ Joker. I know about football. Pick up the phone. And they're like, what, that DJ Joker, that American dude that called us vapors?
I imagine that they would literally fly to the UK and kill me. It would not be a good thing.
For the price of the equipment he got, I think he could afford it.
Oh dear. That would be.
They get a kick because again, I know that they want to talk to you.
Well, look, there's the new thing, isn't there? On one of the video things now, you can actually have a two-way video. You can invite people to interact with you also on video.
On the game?
No, via Facebook, mate. This is via Facebook.
Oh, okay.
It's a newish thing that they've added. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe that's a way to go with it. Do you know the one?
Well, again, Facebook, it's a closed system, and Sony says it's ours. You're kidding me. But one thing I don't understand, okay, you have all these games that people play, and they make money playing them, and they get thousands of views by playing these games and stuff like that. And that's like copyright material, and people are making money and using it as actual broadcast material.
Yeah.
And the game guys don't have a problem with it, and nobody's gotten sued. But music, you can't.
But also videos.
Do anything with.
I watched a guy yesterday giving his view on what's going to happen in the next film for Avengers. It was quite interesting, by the way. Halfway through, he literally went, but before I talk about my next theory on what's happening, a word from my sponsor, which is Games for Tanks. Games for Tanks is amazing. You can stick tanks in your head and on your ass and wherever you want. And I was like, what's going on? Anyway, let's go back to our main thing. But he was showing clips of films. Now, films, copyright, whoa, no.
And a sponsor for games.
Yes. And you're like, what? But he was able to do the whole thing. I bet his videos are monetized, and I bet he's rolling in it.
Yes. This is what I don't understand at all.
Just 1 second. Just wait 1 second.
You're listening to DJ Joker in the mix.
I just want to make sure that our listeners are grabbing the fact that I'm in the mix right now. That's right.
The mix.
Duality by Nicky Romero in the mix right now. Pop It Off by Henry Frong and Villain Boy featuring Lisa. That's right. You're listening to copyradio.net and DJ Joker on the decks. God. That's what I'm supposed to do now, apparently. I have to announce when I'm mixing so that the heathens will be able to see that I actually am. God damn them. Baby Jesus would be rolling around in his milk vatted sheep's wool farm
with extra weight.
Yes.
Actually, I do like sheep cheese.
As per the meat, milk, and the wool. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here
Trinity
today.
of the sheep.
The Trinity of the sheep at North Star Farms.
Run by women.
Do you know? Everything was going really well, wasn't it, on that, until that one sentence?
Yo.
I mean, who
the comparison that sheep are smaller than cows, so women could take care of them?
Who does all of the heavy lifting?
The unwomen. Not the women.
The unwomen.
The unwomen. Yeah.
Unwomen.
The ones who take care of the cows. They do the lifting and shall remain nameless.
Big shout out to North Star Homestead Farms for their amazing website. I mean, I've gone back to the website. I'm sorry.
I figure you were gonna do that. I'm laughing to myself. I'm like,
Hey.
Joker got the OCD now.
Why don't we take a look inside the creamery? Oh yeah.
Oh, baby.
They've got flavours like peaches and cream.
You think, right?
In the old days, milk was picked up from farms daily and taken to local creamery to be bottled into milk and made into cheese. Now the system has become so consolidated that milk from thousands of cows might be commingled in the same gallon. I have no idea what that word is. It's the word coming and lead, all in one word.
Interesting.
Yes. I mean, what?
Written by a woman, I guess.
Well, somebody from Wisconsin. I mean, it could be either problem there.
Really, right?
That could be a cheese state word, for all we know. That could be a well-known cheese state word, and we're just heathens for not knowing.
Either that or something seriously misspelled.
It might be commingled. Commingled? I'm going to have to Google it.
Beyond my minimalistic knowledge, my good man. I have failed you, DJ Joker.
Did you mean commingled? I may have meant commingled.
Commingled, yes. They commingle milk, yes.
They've spelled it wrong. That's what the problem is. Oh, it might...
I knew it was a typo.
This might be one of those things where it's the English... the correct way to spell things as per the British way. Aluminium. Yes, this is one of those times by the looks of it. Apparently fact and fiction are commingled in the story, apparently. A third person singular simple presents commingles. So there we go. Commingling. Right, anyway, going back into the thing. What if you get back to old-fashioned goodness, knowing exactly where your food and dairy came from? Well, sign me up. You can! Yeah, okay. Not only is our creamery small scale, it's micro-sized. Okay.
Really small.
Yeah, it's so tiny you can't even see it.
We need a microscope.
You literally have to have a piece of glass with you, otherwise it's invisible to the naked eye.
It's a tiny, tiny sheep.
Micro sheep. With our micro cheeses.
One bite will suffice.
It's microsized. Being a farmstead creamery means we're using milk from our own farm to make delicious dairy products, including our beloved artisan gelato and soon cheese. I don't know what soon cheese is, but okay. Working with a maximum of 30 gallons of milk at a time. Wow. 30 gallons, Maz. 30
That's
gallons.
not a whole lot.
Oh, isn't it?
Small batches.
That sounds quite big to me. How big's my saucepan in the kitchen? It holds a litre.
Smaller than 30 gallons.
There you go. So, okay, do you know what?
Gas tank.
Do you know, that's quite a bit of liquid. I wouldn't want to spill that on my carpet. Not to mention the wife would kill me, but, you know.
The sweat and tears of hundreds of sheep.
I think there's a galaxy time. Our batch processing method means each step is worked by hand. Kara's dairying skills and rigorous training make it all happen. Poor Kara seems to do a hell of a lot here.
Oh, yep, everything.
All down to Kara. Good on you. And she also tends our milking flock. So hang on, what? There's this one woman literally
does
is
everything.
Milking, taking it in, gelatoing, and processing in batch.
Cheesing and all that.
Yeah, 30 gallons at a time. This woman must be built like
Big
something
arms.
else. Big arms.
Brick shit house, yep.
As she also tends to milk and flock, start to finish. The whole process from lambing to scooping the final product happens right here on the farm. So she also delivers the lambs as well.
I don't think she sleeps, this woman.
I hope she washes her hands in between each space. I hope that
flavored gelato.
I hope that one of the independent cheesemakers is watching her wash her hands.
Sheep dip flavored gelato.
Oh, there's another bit here about dairy sheep. This is brilliant. I love the way this is written. You can only say
They taught them how to read.
This is outrage. Okay, dairy sheep. You're milking what? Yes, we milk sheep. Worldwide, more sheep are milked than cows. I'm so I don't know. I just had no idea that there was such a large goat milking fraternity. Slightly sweet and
interestingly
flavored.
put.
A butterfat content of 6 to 8% is exactly what's needed for making gelato without adding any cream. Wow. Because
yeah, the more fat the better. That's what you're looking for.
Grass-fed difference. Our sheep are on pasture every day through the growing season, enjoying the fresh air and eating their most natural and favourite food. You won't guess. Grass.
Grass.
Having our ewes on lush pasture not only makes them supremely content, but the benefits directly impact the viruses in their milk. It's incredible. I'm going to bookmark this webpage. It's my favourite
webpage.
Vacation,
we're going.
I mean, it is just something else. They are brilliant. Sure. I do love that. So, yeah, so what else have we got? Arts and events.
Good, a nice webpage that you could get an education from.
I was going to say, I never said it was a nice webpage. Don't go misquoting me, mister. Dude, we've literally got 8 minutes left. Oh, I've just seen a man. There's a picture of a man here. So maybe they aren't all women after all. Oh wait, that's a woman. No,
this is the one that we hunt, and we feed him to the sheep. We catch them approximately once a month, peeping into our windows.
Whenever there is a full moon, we let the male go free. He has 24 hours to hide himself, and then we find him. At which point,
down for the dog that he is.
And when he comes back, we make him do all of the heavy lifting.
Heavy lifting, yes. And give Clara the day off.
Oh dear. So, what have we got here? Arts and events. They're making opportunities happen, Maz. There's a lovely picture of a little marquee outside of what looks like their farmhouse, and the words "Pizza Farm," which is great because I'd love to be able to farm pizzas.
I think pizza.
What do we got here? So yes, blah blah blah.
You go to the pepperoni bush and the mozzarella cheese bush, and make yourself a pizza.
Yeah, that's right. The spicy meat bush as well.
Spicy bush meat.
And of course the anchovy tree.
Anchovies, yes. Can't forget the anchovies.
The arts. They're partnering with the arts. The arts, visual, performative, and written, offer creative expression for the soul and imagination, enriching personal and cultural perspective. When visiting Farmstead Creamery, you can browse our artist gallery, catch a concert, attend a class or workshop, join us for a spoken word performance, and more. If you're a creative person looking for a venue to teach or demonstrate, you can also learn about having Farmstead host your event. Brilliant. And there's a picture.
So they try and make a buck from every different angle possible. It's like there has not been one thing that they do not do.
No, precisely. They'll even come around your house and build fences and things. And
the all-female woman-built fence.
Yes, which basically just means it tells you not to cross the line. There's no actual physical fence at all. There's a little sign that says...
Do you really want to go there?
Yeah, you've been told not to pass this line. Oh, brilliant. So, yes, let's have a look here. We just noticed that there are a couple more people who are sharing off the Facebook page this evening as well, which is nice. I do believe that's...
Always nice when people share.
We got Janie Who Dat, which is
nice.
Which is always nice because, you know, to be fair, I know she'll be watching football.
Yeah, she's very funny though.
Yeah, she's absolutely.
And then she catches our broadcast right after the football game's over, so it's totally legitimate.
Yeah. So she's quite good like that. It's kind of, and if she does put up football posts, I do go out my way to ask stupid questions.
Yeah.
Just so she knows.
It's a must.
Yeah, because she does.
I think she expects it by now.
Yeah, she says things like, "Oh my God, are they going to go past the 30-yard line or something?" And it's kind of up at things like, "Why not go further than that?" And you know.
Yes, and I always like her comments. Go, and now. Put it in. Yeah, a riot.
Yes, I have no clue who she actually follows, but it is somebody interesting. Just for the record, that wasn't a mix. That was just me basically crossfading across two tracks with a large audio gap of silence. So I don't want to be shouted out, or for that, because I know.
Show notation.
I know. Okay, I was there when it happened. I actually did it.
He did it. Yes.
So there.
The underestimation of people.
Yes, they have no clue what goes into this show.
No, they don't.
None whatsoever. So I think, look, there's 4 minutes of the show left, so I think we should let people listen to this very last track, and at least then Sony will have some reason to ban the video.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to say goodnight and goodbye to everyone, and so you can do the same.
Thank you, DJ Joker. It's been wonderful.
Of always. Okay, catch you guys next week on copyradio.net. Dude, stay in touch. Real DJ Joker on Facebook and Twitter, and also the same for Mazanga.
Feel the heat. You are pretty. You are pure. You're my kind. I want more. You are fire. My desire. You are fine. And you're mine. Mine. You are sexy. You are sweet. You are hot. Feel the heat. You are pretty. You are pure. You're my kind. I want more. You are fire. My desire. You are fine. And you're mine. You are sexy.